Good morning everyone. I'm in a different place today. I'm actually in the bathroom, but today is going to be a Chronicles of Illness video rather than the promised wardrobe sort out. I did do that this week so I can show you bits of it, although I wasn't able to record it because I did it over loads of days and I got a lot of help, so I can just sort of show you a before and after as part of my next video. But I just wanted to talk about the EDS that I have. If you don't know what EDS is or didn't know that I was ill or anything, I'm going to link a video up here, I think it's that corner, and down in the description, the Why Do I Hobble video, which is all about my illnesses and everything. This one's going to be kind of similar in that I've got loads of messages, which is really great that people are looking for help and everything about how I cope with my Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. And I'm going to do a proper video about that at some point in the future. But today I just wanted to sort of talk about how sometimes I don't cope. Like at the moment I am using crutches to get around the house. Like I can't walk, and because I said in my last video my hands are hurting, it's taken a bit of the toll on my hands. They're quite bruised and a bit swollen. And I thought, because I said I think a few videos back or in my New Year's resolutions or on Instagram or something, I never show you the days where I'm not having a good day. I only ever talk to you when I feel up to it, and today I don't, and I thought I would talk to you on a day that I don't, so that you realise if you're ill yourself, you realise that like everyone has bad days, and I only choose to show the good days to give to you. And I made a video about being positive, and it is important to be positive, but you're allowed to be down. Today I'm really pissed off because I haven't been able to sew for ages, and I still have to put that impact on my hands to walk around. Like, I can't do anything. I can barely hold a book to read a book, and all I do all day is, all I want to do is sew or be on my laptop working on my new stuff or doing research, writing stuff down, knitting. I can't knit. I haven't been able to knit for months because of my hands, because this is kind of an ongoing thing, and just I've been swapped onto new medication, you'll know that. During hobbling holidays, I was swapped from my tramadol to a new patch called Subutex or Butrans, and the withdrawal from that was horrendous. I was very dependent on my tramadol and I had to move over, but I would love to be off of painkillers, but I can't be. I just can't manage it. My mental health goes too far down and I'm just not up to anything. And there are things that I do to help myself when I'm in these kind of moods, and I need help a lot of the time. Like when I show you pictures on Instagram, like when I put the photos in my videos or when I take photos of my makes, I'm never on my crutches. But the fact is I'm on my crutches a lot of the time. I just don't use my crutches in my photos because then you can't see what I'm wearing. But I'll insert a clip now of what our bathroom looks like. I have special adaptations for the bathroom that I use every day. I'm not a high functioning person, but physically I can't do an awful lot of things. I haven't been able to sit at my sewing desk. I've got my crutches literally there. I pass out every time I get up and sit down, and it's just, I'm not like this. Let me think. I'm not like this all of the time, but I'm like this a lot of the time, and the fact is that you don't see it. And I don't manage very well. I have a lot of seizures. I'm working really hard to manage those, and I just wanted to put out there that when you're having a bad day, it's not just you. Like, you might feel like you're the one with the worst derivation of your illness or condition in the whole world, and I'm not saying that you're not. Like, you might be having a really bad day and it might be worse than anyone else with that illness, but I want to show you that you're not alone. Like, a lot of us with EDS, with seizures, especially when you have EDS and seizures, the dislocations are a lot worse, but there are a lot of days where I can't do anything, and I only talk to you on the days where I'm feeling up to it. Even on the days where I film, I'm usually using crutches, or if I say, oh, my hips are a bit bad today, they're bad every day, but that's a day when they're particularly bad. I'm sorry, I've got not a shred of makeup on, so I look a bit like a ghost. and my fringe would usually be down, but my hands can't handle that, handle that at the moment. But this isn't like a video complaining. I just want to put it out there that you're not alone when you feel like this. I was going to film this at like 11 o'clock last night because I couldn't sleep and I was having loads of ideas of what to say. To be honest, I'm just kind of talking at you. I don't know what I'm talking about. But yeah, a lot of the time it's just I don't show you the bad things, and I want to be more transparent this year. I want to show you when I'm having a bad day. Like, I don't want you to think that you are doing worse just on your own. I want to show you that we all have bad days. Some of us have days that are worse than other days of theirs. Some of us are just kind of equally bad every day. I am going through a bit of a flare at the moment, but I use all of my adaptations all of the time. I sit in the shower so I don't have a seizure. I use the handle to get up. And a lot of the time, I am very mentally strong about it. I know that it's just random that I have this condition. I mean, it is genetic, but I'm the one that started it in this family, so that's a bit annoying. And I wouldn't be like, oh, whose fault is it that I have this and all that. But sometimes, you know, I just think I'm 18 years old. I shouldn't have to be relying on this. I shouldn't be not going out to see my friends because I know that the next day it'll make me feel terrible. And this kind of, I've been having a flare for the past couple of weeks, since I swallowed at the wrong time then, since Christmas and New Year's. I didn't really do anything particularly strenuous, but just the busyness and the socialising. I find socialising really exhausting. That's kind of what knocked me back a bit, and I know I don't reply to as many comments of yours that I want to, but my hands are hurting so much that I am typing like this and then I have to take a break every 5 minutes. So for that reason, I might disable the comments on this video just because I'm not going to be able to reply to them. But if you fancy, my email address is in the description box if you have something that you really want to email me about, or you can message me on Instagram, that's linked below. Facebook, I'm quite bad at updating, but that will be linked below. But yeah, that's it really. I just wanted to say, and I could talk about this for ages, I'm going to turn off the camera and then think of loads of other things that I wanted to say, but I have really bad days. So when you're having a really bad day, just know that you're not having a really bad day alone. I put everything on Instagram and YouTube when I'm having really, really, really good days. And a lot of the time I take all my photos for Instagram on one day and that wipes me out for a week. Or I record like 4 videos in one day and just kind of change my top in between, just because I want to get content out there for you. And ordinarily, this week I would have missed a video just because I haven't felt up to it, but I thought, no, I need to be more brave and like tell you when I'm having a rubbish day. And I am having a rubbish day. I am staying smiley, but I am really bummed out that I can't do what I want to do. And that is the case with a lot of the things. I used to want to be a combat medic in the army, and I can't do that, obviously. And I also wanted to be a long distance runner, not professionally, just I wanted to run long distance. Obviously, can't do that. I wanted to carry on horse riding. I was doing cross-country horse riding. I can't do that anymore. And there were so many things that I could do before that I'm not just saying, oh, I can't do that anymore. I physically cannot do that. My doctors have told me I cannot do that. My doctors have told me I'm not allowed to learn to drive. And I have to carry around these little cards with me all the time that say why I have seizures and what to do if I have a seizure. I have a medical bracelet that I think at the moment is in the pocket of a coat that has like a code on that someone can ring if they've called the paramedics or something, if they want my medical history. But there are a lot of things that I can't do, and at the moment the things that I have sort of taught myself to do as a result of not being able to do these things, these other things, I can't do at the moment anyway. But I know that eventually my hands are not gonna get better on their own. I mean, look at them, they look disgusting. I am gonna have to try and work really hard to keep them moving. I keep them very warm because I find that helps a bit. But when I'm talking to you on Instagram, you can't really imagine what I'm like on the other end. This is what I'm like on the other end a lot of the time. And if you get annoyed that I don't reply to you speedy on email or Instagram or YouTube, this is kind of why. I mean, I'm working on loads of other things. I was actually going to announce this week my new business venture. I've got the name and I've set up the website and all that. But I want to wait until next week when I'm all cheery, and then hopefully I'll have figured more out on that side anyway. But on Saturday the 13th, I'm not sure if this is going to go up on Saturday or before then. I might just not really bother properly editing and just put this straight up, because I don't really have the energy to edit. But on Saturday the 13th, I have the Fold Line is putting up an article that I've written a paragraph for about achievement, and I'm not sure whether, obviously I won't be able to link it for you but if this goes up before Saturday, but if you go over to their blog then it might be there. I've written alongside some really amazing sewers, like Alex, who works at Sew Over It, she's a social media manager, and Eleanor from Randomly Happy, and Anna from Coco Wawa Crafts. And yeah, my paragraph is about achievement, and I wrote about how sewing gives you me the sense of achievement that I previously got from being active. So yeah, on a bad day there's always something to do, and I don't want this video to just have no point. So linked below is a blog post that I'm going to write today. It might take me quite a while with these hands. I might just do it like this with my knuckles or something, about my favourite corners of the internet that always cheer me up when I'm feeling a bit pants. And they're not really anything in particular, they're just things that make me happy and that might make you happy too. But sorry that I've probably been quite monotonous, or this video hasn't had a point or anything. I just wanted to get it out for you so that you can see that I have bad days quite a lot of the time. And I'm not as perky as I might seem in all of my videos. But I hope you have a really good rest of your week and your weekend, and I'll see you next week, which, fingers crossed, which I can't do, but imagine me crossing my fingers, which hopefully will be my grand reveal of my new business. See you then. Bye!